In so many years before now, there came an ethnic group from the black race of Africa. These people are known to be the wisdom behind the black power of the black race. The hierarchical order of the emancipation of these people metamorphosed into several people, families, groups, villages, towns, cities, etc., etc. When she was gathered, she then settled down, compared her strength in all ramifications of life, and with an astounding exploit of mythical proportion, it was done on all that she is the giant of Africa. Her constituents then spread in expansion, and with associated and befitting names of qualities like the city of excellence, God's own people, the big heart, the fountain of knowledge, the food basket of the nation, the commercial city, the heartbeat of the nation, to mention but a few. A trip down memory lane reveals that the name Esan, the heartbeat of Edo State, came into being. This was not born out of mercy or self-acclaimed superlative, but it was born out of a combination of hard facts and truths drawn from the testimony of her casualties.
Yes, amen. Yes, amen.
This ethnic group, despite being a minority since our origination, has made mark in every facet of life, even where the major ethnic groups alone were to be heard. In fighting for freedom for her motherland from the shackles of colonialism, the Esan person was there. And in the building of the new Nigeria, from all facets, the Esan persons was and is still there.
Yes, amen. Yes, amen.
When Nigerians are gathered, the Esan persons stand out for intelligence, sportsmanship, innovation, industry, resourcefulness, political sagacity, etc., etc. When the Esan persons stand to talk, it is with boldness, born out of conviction, truth, and singleness of purpose. At the middle of his speech, his or her fans emerges from tens of hundreds to thousands. When he or she pauses to sit, the ovation of all becomes the consequent accompaniment.
Yes, amen. Yes, amen.
They are magnanimous in expression, actions, and presentations. Whenever there is a gathering of the Esan people or her extended family, a line from a recent jingle on television runs this: other animals took to their hiding at the roaring of a lion. The super duper manifestation of a person of Esan ancestry are awesome. They may not be too big a people. They may have started when others are already ahead. But when the Esan person starts, he overtakes with speed. This is the truth, and it has already assumed a might of its own.
Yes, amen. Yes, amen.
A few specific here may suffice. In the Nigeria political history, for instance, certain individuals of the Esan stock have so much established their mark that in discussing the polity, the discussion will assume the form of personality review. This is because such dramatic personnel were or are more of deities than mere politicians. One of such personalities is Chief Anthony Enahoro. He is the elder statesman of great renown who joined in the struggle and fight for political freedom from our colonial master. Till date, he holds the record of being the youngest editor of a national newspaper, the position he held when he was barely 20 years of age. Also worthy of mention is Chief Anthony Aneni. Love him or hate him, you will always concede to him that he is a political strategist of mythical proportion. This is just to mention but a few. If you take entertainment industry as another case in point, you cannot but recognize and doff your heart for the contributions of the Esan man and woman. The Esan cultural traditional dance, for instance, are second to none. These are no longer history, as it flips are still visible for us to see even today. Have you forgotten our own inimitable Osidizi, King Sonny Okosun of blessed memory, the originator of consensual revolutionary music, one of the first Nigeria African musicians who took the music of the black Africans in Africa to the Western world. Have you also forgotten our old Igbabonelimi dance, which is rated the very best among African dances? Esan people are known to be productive in every area of life endeavor, blessed with natural endowment, skilled in varieties of crop production. An Esan woman can in fact set the table with the proceeds from the farm, which implies that every item needed to make the food and soup can be grown in our farm. In the area of culture, the Esan cultural ethics were functional before the advent of the white man's culture. When closely observed, it was discovered that they are in tune with the Holy Bible principles. We can go on and on because these hard facts about the Esan are not far-fetched. But let me stop here and not to further bore us with the obvious. However, what bears repeating are the questions. Why have we as a people not been able to harness our individual talent, resourcefulness, industry, and natural endowment for the common good and corporate development? Why are we failing as a people? What is our shortcoming? The answer is simple. The Esan person did not fail in self-development. The Esan man did not fail in facing challenges among other ethnic groups. The Esan person did not fail in upholding the flag of Esan even in diaspora. But he or she failed in corporate development, in helping his brother on time. The Esan person failed when he or she tried to be the only rich person in the midst of his or her poor relatives, thereby falling victim of the time-honored saying that the presence of just one rich person in the midst of so many poor makes the rich man even poorer. The lesson of a bunch of broomstick, which is difficult to break as a whole, ought to teach us that there is great strength in unity. But this same broomstick can easily be broken when taken on one after the other. This implies that the individual resourcefulness of our people welcome as it may be, may take long, if at all, in getting us to the zenith as a people. Let us learn to help one another in love and unity and truth. Let us learn to come home to develop our land and our people.
Yes, amen. Yes, amen. Olulu
But wait a minute. I remember I once asked an old man the reason why some Esan men and women do not come home to help or develop the land. Yes, he gave me this answer, that perhaps many fear to help as their help may cause problem to them, like the problem of death, which is at the extreme. Then I further asked, does it imply that one can escape any problem of such if he fails to help others? The old man muttered barely inaudible. For the first time in my life, I realized that wisdom may not only be judged by old age. Yes, I was able to convince the wise old man when I said to him, Emma Hagboria, Emma Oayeli. He nodded his head in agreement. So my great people of Esan, sons and daughters, home and abroad, let us change our attitude today. Remember, Egbele Nadalu Yobo, Use, Oivadeni, Opakino, Egbele Navadare Paike, Omyogwe. Finally, wherever you are, remember home. I have sometimes reviewed on our screen our lives before, the way our foreparents lived by way of acting some of our folks on drama and home video. When I initiated the Esan home video, I am doing my best. You and I can change the world in Esan by building industries, projects that can develop the land and putting Esan into the global market, because we have a lot to offer. Let me stop here to cancel. Strive on, kings of innovation. Go on, Ekmeno Jelame. Put this in the mind of your children. Plant it in their head, but not without this word of truth. Let's come home to develop our land. Esan okpewo hide.
Yes, amen. Yes, amen. Olulu